I'm Alexander, and I'm the founder and CEO of ALFA Swing. And today we would like to answer a couple of questions what are frequently being asked by our friends. So, how to set up is probably the most important question, because the proper setup is in every case the most important thing to do. So, the setup is actually done in like 30 seconds. Most of all, the distance from the ball until the app or until the telephone is always about 3 meters or 10 yards, right? Why? Because obviously we would like to see our whole body during the swing, and at about 3 meters or 10 yards, this is the distance that allows us to see the whole body during the whole transmission of the swing. So to measure the 3 meters or 10 yards, you just do one easy thing. You just take like 1, 2, 3 big steps, and there we are. Like, you don't have to measure it with a ruler or something. Just make 3 big steps and then place the phone in your holder. So we start the application by actually just swiping to the left, and there we go, we have it opened. So what we did before is we set up, like I said, 3 big steps towards the ball, and it's pretty much perfect here set up. So you see the ball is in the purple circle. That's one of the main things that we say, okay, we target at it right now. So second of all, you can choose either from holding the mobile phone with your hand or using the tripod, what we have in this demonstration. And definitely most important is to have it tilted to the green line. So if you see, if I tilt it a bit back and forth, you have the colors changed and the degrees changed, the angle changed. So what do? We just set it up so it's green, okay? And choose your weapon, right? So in this case, we'll be using an iron 5, and you see it already there, iron 5 is set. So just by pressing the start button, we will set up.
Recording starts in 10 seconds.
And that's about all what we have to do. Not to forget, choose from hand or from the holder, then see if the green line is set up, so the degrees are in the green angle. Choose your club and press the start button. That's all. So if you don't have such a holder with you, or a holder somewhere else, you can also perform it manually with a manual mode. We'll explain the manual mode next step, but it's also the same 3 meters or 10 yards, and you just hold it, or your body holds it during the swing, and you press record. So those 10 yards or 3 meters are obviously one of the most important things that we should obey in that moment. So in order to do that, you have to choose above here from holder mode to telephone mode. You see it's a hand that's holding a phone. Then, as we had it before, see that you're in a green angle, and see that the ball is in the targeted area. We have already chosen our iron 5 because that's what we were using for the ball, right? And then just press recording. So the body has now about 5 to 7 seconds to perform the shot, and if in that moment he's not able to do it, we just press on delete this actual recording, and then do it once again. So actually no worries about having such a phone holder or not. Also, the height is pretty much interesting because we would like to capture the whole movement. So in that case, it's always better to record from the hip, right? So I'm not that big, and always the hip is a pretty much good distance from the bottom. In that case, you just place your holder at the hip level, or if somebody's filming or recording you manually, just go like that, and also about the hip level in order to have the whole body in picture. Some might say I'm playing alone and I don't have such a holder. That's not a problem at all. You can also, of course, use a golf bag, just placing it. It's about the hip level. Just see that you have 3 meters or 10 yards away from the ball standing. You can place your either you place it on a golf club, or you have a phone holder from the car, for example, which fantastically fits on this grip, right? So you either place it like that somehow if you're playing alone, or you use a phone holder from your car. The holder of the phone is the best possibility. Some might say it's not very handy, but if you consider that we are replacing or trying to replace conventional launch monitor, which costs about $5,000 or $10,000, right? So this is pretty much a good thing, right? So what we do in a driving range, as said, we just swipe to the left, right? We choose not hand mode, but in our case holder mode. We see it's all set up about 1 degree, so it has to be green. It doesn't have to be green and a zero. I mean, as long as it's green, it's okay. And in our case, we are choosing 5 iron, right? So placing the ball, if you're alone, just check if it's in a purple circle like this. Grab your iron, and also very important, don't forget to press start. That's the red button down there.